All right, that should be good. I don't have my entire display showing, though, but that's fine. There we go. All right, and we're back in action. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Took no fucking time at all for that hydrate and stretch, huh? I mean, to be fair, you're 3 weeks overdue, so. Yeah, thank you regardless. Kind of needed that. I've noticed. Oh, I've noticed. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Been a minute. I will hydrate you. Been a hot minute. I have been all over the place lately. I have been a busy fox. Number of different things. A lot of schoolwork shit that I've needed to take care of. Class has been kind of fucking stressing me out. If you cannot hear it in my voice, I picked up a little bit of the ick last week on, I believe, a Monday. So, cool. My bit rate's dropping. Oh, I love it, dude. Oh, I love it. That better not continue to be a thing. My internet has been questionable today. So there's a high possibility, or at least there's a possibility that the stream just dips out. If it does, I am not playing the game of fighting with my stream for the next fucking 30 minutes. So I'm just letting you guys know for now. If we go fine for like a half an hour to an hour, and then it just dips into the red, I'm just hitting the cut stream button. So, but we're gonna do a little bit of work on this thing in the meantime. Yeah, I got sick last week on Monday, and it took my voice with me so badly where I didn't even go to work on Tuesday. So it was pretty bad. So I've been sick for a bit. The first week that I didn't do stream, it was an expected day to do dental work, right? I had a dental appointment, and that wound up falling through. And then the following week, that was in between the sick week and that, I actually just called out altogether because I've actually been taking up Strenova coaching with Ira May lately. So I don't know how much I've actually updated anybody on things with that. I think I rated May once or twice from streams. But yeah, I've actually taken up coaching Shiba Shino and Ira May. They're both my Strenova students now, so that's been taking up a lot of my time. I'm actually modded in May's chat as well too now, since I'm just there so fucking frequently. But yeah, I've been doing those things. I've been off in another community in general, to be honest with you. And I have just been a busy man altogether between that and some IRL shit, just kind of preoccupying my time. But we are here and we will enjoy the moment for now. So, one thing I wanted to definitely work on is I think I am going to get boss zones set up. I think last time I showed you guys that we had all of these maps set up. So we need to eventually do a -2 for every single stage. Until then, I think just doing a boss arena should be sufficient. So, I guess we can do that. Starting with this one. Also, you're gonna hear me cough. It's just how it's gonna work. That's just the deal you get. What do we have? No loop, outside, theme 2, grassland on grassland, disable dashing. I mean, I could do this. At least for the boss fight. And what I'm thinking is just water. We do need to make this taller. With the idea that I have in my mind, it would need to be taller. So basically, I wanted to have a couple of different. No, you can't Control Z that? Okay. Maybe, yeah. I mean, that honestly is fine. We can do like a design like that for every single one of these maps. We can have the anvil on one side here. And then we can have Beatrice on the other side. The only problem is I need an anvil, and being able to get something that would be as an anvil would be annoying, because I need to grab it from somewhere else. Could also just make it a chest or just another random object. I don't really have to make it an anvil. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. We're going to do that. It is now a statue. Meow. Hello, Shino. How are you doing? Speaking of which, there you go, chat. It's one of my students. Hello. How are you doing today, Shino? That is not what I wanted to put up on screen there. That is the wrong layout. There we go. Also, hello, May, my other student. Hell, I mean, honestly,
Well, the two
that's
lives.
honestly that is on brand for you, Ghost. That is very on brand. Hell, I mean, fuck, shit. You know, that could be a thing I could do as well too. You just jump into the arena. That would make it very clear that that's like a doorway of no return. Actually, I think that's what we're gonna do. It's the right thing to explain, Strina. Honestly, yeah. Very accurate. Where are my hexagons? There they are. And we could easily do... Honestly, we could easily do a red hexagon. hell is indeed Strenova. It's how she works. And then the only other thing I would think is a back to the main hub. Maybe we don't do the big glowy. Maybe we just do that. Almost home. Nice-oo, nice-oo. Direction fix it. And the stepping animation. Beyond that. Show text. Challenge the area boss. I mean, yeah, we won't do it for now, but what I'm thinking that I'll probably do is have like a little area that gives you some information about the boss, like its name, its recommended level, that kind of stuff. But we're not gonna worry about that now. I love saying anything that isn't yes or no whenever that I have a yes or no question, by the way. Pick-upables, yes, pick-upables indeed. Jump. Hilariously enough, I think we have to do minus on the Y. Lore dump. No way. No way should actually just make the player step down. One step backwards. And then this just returns us back to the hub. We can do some throwaway dialogue for Beatrice. This event, music note, pickables. Just don't get Sheba'd on the way out. You're right. You're right. You can't get Sheba'd on the way out. I mean, the only way you're gonna get Sheba'd is if you walk in there and you hit the fucking spacebar at the same exact time, and then you accidentally fucking throw yourself into a boss arena and then get murked. That'd be unfortunate. Unlikely for it to happen, but it is possible. You feel up to the task. However, I don't recommend to do this. We'll self-switch A it, copy paste. And then we'll take one of these windows, move it over here, change the text. It's about facing it. And I'll tell you this. How did I write down the way that this boss fight worked? I think this one is like, it basically berserks more or less. I wrote down like a rough idea on how I wanted the. Well, it's not even rough, to be honest with you. It literally is all of the like states and the attacks and shit that it does. So I quite literally wrote up the boss. I'll just do this for a filler for now. Insert tip. Done. Anyway. And then if it stays that way, it'd be really funny because that's totally on fucking brand for me. Do we have anything that resembles a wolf for a monster in here? No. Not really. We don't even have like regular looking wolves over here. Interesting. That's fine. Play sound effects. Where? Okay, there we go. I was like, where the fuck is the sound effect? Everybody, close your ears. This is gonna be fucking loud. Actually, let me lower this. Yeah, we'll do that. Shake the screen while we're at it. Where is my screen shake? There it is. We change the battle BGM. To something else. We only have these, though. I mean, I guess we can just use that for now. Battle processing. Do I have... Yeah, okay, I was going to say. Do I have Wolf of Grimm in here? Which I do. You cannot escape. And you cannot lose. Well, I mean... Yeah. Hold on. What does it do? Even if the party is defeated, the game does not end. Yeah, okay. And let me take the if lose. From here. Put it in here. And we'll just take one more of these and throw it up here. Send you to stage. This should send you to stage 1-2. And then this is just going to send us back to the hub. Also, this shouldn't be named World 1-2. I just realized that now. This should just be World 1-1 boss. Welcome home, May. I hope you're enjoying your drinkies. And I guess really beyond that, we just need to make it so that when you complete this area, you get teleported there. Saving it for training. Oh, fair, fair. What is it, like an energy drink, or? Oh, Diet Dr. Pepper. Fair. Fair. Okay, we change the teleport point now to here. Getting Ebers. Oh no. None of that. Alright, where is... there he is. There's the boy. There's the boy! Alright, we're gonna actually just imitate the stats of the orc here. Just for a second. I thought that you could do like a percent chance at a double attack, but I guess I am wrong. I'm not gonna fuck with that right now, because that's like the whole mechanic of the fight, is there's like a chance of double attack on this thing, and I am not gonna fuck around with this thing in the database for 20 minutes. What is what? I fucking love that big IMO. That's fantastic. Okay, we're gonna delete all of these. And we're actually just gonna go with the night class this time around. What is up, who? Been a hot minute, my friend. Are you just tuning in now? Because I'm assuming that you are. Oh, by the way, yeah, hold up. Let me do that real quick. There, it's out in the house. Thank you, thank you. It's mostly based... Yes, it is Gamba money. It's mostly based on just the RPG Maker engine, though. So a lot of this is just default to the engine, and I just, like, made the writing for the dialogue, for example. But it's still... Yeah, I think it's still got a lot of good stuff going with it. The idea of the game in general was because we were kind of polling this, and thank you for the sub, my friend. Appreciate you. You guys are great. Good to know that I am loved on the return. I still gotta give Ghost his subslurb, his fucking drinky that he just did earlier with the hydrant. But now we tried to poll what kind of game that it would be. To put it shortly, this is a roguelike RPG Maker game that also... This is open. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. I just realized that that teleport is open. I have to re-script that later. Anyway, choose the class. Yeah, you can absolutely choose different classes to work on. There's like, I think I have 12 total in the game right now. There's like 12 total classes. So there's a bunch of different things that you can swap in between. But it's a roguelike RPG that has dating sim mechanics on all of the party members that you unlock. So you can effectively have little dating scenes in between each of them. It's going to take a little bit to put all of that out, but... like, it isn't going to be anything super duper crazy, but there's going to be, like, affinity meters and whatnot. It's going to be like a fucking dating sim game, really. You give gifts, you bring them out onto adventures with you, and then you'll build affinity with them, and then they just kind of open up their story to you slowly over time. So... I think it'll be interesting. The idea is to game jam it by the end of the year. This is obviously session number 11 of me doing anything on stream. So, we also don't have the sub-boss here, so... Some oo-woos and oh-woos, exactly. Got a Targe, great. I fucking love getting a shield without getting an actual weapon, dude. I mean, it's defense, I guess. Also, I just love that this is a mouse and keyboard game. Give me woman or men. You get both. Also, I'm going to lower my desktop volume ever so slightly here. Actually, no, I can't because... Hanya. Yeah. Fuck. Do I actually have... Oh, I do. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I shouldn't have that.
Yes, my love.
I shouldn't have that skill. Wait a minute. Why in God's name does the knight have Snakebite? Snakebite is a mercenary skill. Alright, I need to turn this the fuck down, Jesus Christ. Anyway. Good lord.
Hi,
I don't
wifey.
know why I have Snakebite unlocked. I actually don't. That's so weird. Guys, it's not even in the fucking, like, section for the class. I just looked at the database. Look at this. This is the entire knight class right here. The skill's not in here.
May, I noticed you earlier. I did say hi, wives.
Yes, she did say hi, wives. That is indeed a thing she said.
You just weren't listening.
Dramatic. Dramatic.
I will bite you, sir.
Yeah. Make sure it's in a good
Yes.
spot.
No, I'll make sure it's in the worst spot possible.
Darn. Yeah, I don't understand why I have Snakebite right now. I shouldn't. Some weird thing where the skill isn't cleared when restarting. I mean, possibly. I mean, if I have Snakebite, I'm going to use Snakebite, but... Also, these guys definitely have to do more damage. It's gonna be a minute. I remember I upped their HP for this. I also upped the amount of experience that they give you, so you just level up way fucking faster. You know, hilariously enough, I'm actually supposed to do less damage to Hornets. I don't think that they're set up right. Flying enemies are supposed to take a damage cut from physical. I'm also supposed to start with a weapon. Yeah, no, this is obnoxious as fuck. I need to put a weapon into the starter. That actually... Hold on. It would need to be something that all classes can use, which I actually think, hilariously enough, I think they can all use swords. So I think a longsword might actually be the play. That or a short sword, actually. Yeah, they can all use swords. Yeah, I think it's going to be a short sword, actually, because the short sword would be a dex scaling weapon, which means that it would do more damage as the mercenary, which means that the mercenary gains a distinct advantage over any other class when they start out, which is kind of the point. They're supposed to be the most damage. Going to be warming up. Warming up in what, Strinover? Yeah, you still start out with Snakebite. Why? So what happens if you start out as Apothecary? Do I get both? No, I start out with Fire here. I don't actually have... No, I have Snakebite. I lied. Okay, so there's got to be something at the start of the game that's giving me Snakebite. There has... Unless it's... Wait, is my default class Mercenary? No, it's Knight. So that is... Yeah, that doesn't even make sense then, in general. What does it say on the skill? That's so weird. That is so weird, guys. Is there, like, an event that's making me learn it? That's, like, the only thing that makes sense. It's got to be, like, on an event to learn a skill. but I don't see it anywhere. Okay, let's do this. We're going to do a forget all skills before changing classes. Because obviously I need to do that for some reason. Even though it makes no fucking sense, Like, what? Where's learn and forget skill? I know it's in here. Change skill. Okay. Player forget snakebite. And then copy this and put it under the apothecary as well. And now, in theory, we should be good. What the fuck? Bro, what is this? What is this? Oh, that's so fucked up, dude. This game does not let me not have snakebite as a skill. What the fuck, dude? So, all right, there's got to be something that's scripting that then. That's got to be a custom script. There's no way otherwise, dude. So if I put forget snakebite in here then, does that actually let me forget snakebite? Okay, it does forget that time. So why didn't I forget it after changing classes? Like, game, please. I need you to be on the same memo here. Sorry, this is just like something I need to obsess over for a minute here, guys, because this is a fucking really weird glitch that makes no sense. Like, look, it's right there. There's the skill. If you look at my code right here, bro, this literally tells you to forget snakebite right here. This actually makes no sense whatsoever that any of this shit is happening. Like, there is something that is force learning that skill. I don't know why. And it only seems to work when you put it in here. Like, they're so fucking weird, dude. That is so fucking weird. Now, let's try this one more time. Okay. We're good. Now, we just need to make sure that you have the skill as mercenary. Okay, we're good. And then just one more time for good measure, let's do this for apothecary. That literally makes no sense. Like, that actually is the most nonsensical thing I have ever fucking seen in my life. There is no goddamn reason why that is being learned, but that's got to be a custom script. That is the only thing that makes sense to me. It's got to be like a custom script that I threw in here from the Yanfly scripts. Something is making that a default, like, character skill. Anyway, we'll give you your stretch and hydrate. I don't even know what I want to like work on next in this game right now. I'm so out of the loop with it right now, it's not even funny. Oh, also as a note too, May, every single character in the game comments about your cute pink hat. There's a whole thing in my Discord on like little random tidbits of things that I need to do with this game that are part of the challenge. Ooh, 2 potions. Oh, hell yeah. We'll probably actually clear this stage then. We'll probably clear this right on the first try. I'm alright with that. Welcome back, Hoop. A breastplate. I forget what the breastplate boosts. It's something though. Ah, magic evasion. That would be it. Not like anything casts here. Oh my god, I still have Snakebite. Chad, I still have Snakebite! That is maddening. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing that taught me right there. Is, we're gonna do that again, because I can't fucking hear. Bro, I think that there's just something running that's just constantly running that as something in the background. There's something that's running that as a learn. I don't know where it is, I don't know why, but there's something that keeps running that is forcing me to learn that skill. I don't know why. I kind of want to Google that issue and see if there's anybody else who has had that same issue while running Ganfly scripts, but I think that there's a very weird thing. There's probably a clause sitting inside of the Ganfly scripts that defaults you to having a skill with that ID, which would be skill ID number 4 in every kit. Because I bet if I swap it with Heavy Strike, it would just be Heavy Strike that gets learned. I mean, it would have to be, because ID is important on there. But it keeps being learned for some reason. Like, I literally made that as a forget clause, which means you shouldn't have the skill unless that, like, line of code is run again to learn it. So, there's something that is running it to learn. I need to figure out when that happens, though. But until that, we're just gonna clear this stage really quickly so I can see what the boss stage looks like. Because that was what the whole entire point of this was. That was the whole point of this fucking exercise. Obviously, we're going to grab all of the items. Oh, hell yeah, throwing knife. That's going to make this much easier. Should just be able to stab this thing 2 times, then that doesn't. Okay, now it's gonna take a third. Fuck me. Oh, well, apparently she just starts out on that clause, so I didn't do the coding right, but... Alright, that works fine. Alright, I need to figure out at what point that snake bite just gets learned then. The last time I ran through this, by the way, I was using the mercenary preset, so I didn't know that this was an issue. I think it's just every time that there's a zone transition, though. Which honestly would make sense, because the forget, when it's run before the zone transition... Oh, you know what? It's got to be in here. It's got to be something being run in here. No, I don't have any parallel processes in here for events, so I don't know. I'm gonna need to really troubleshoot that now. That's so annoying. I was supposed to just fucking code today, man, and now I'm troubleshooting. Because I found the world's most obscure fucking glitch in the world. I bet when I teleport and go over to the first world. No, I don't have it. I don't have the skill. Okay, I don't have the skill, so how did I get the skill last time? Did I level up and then it just gave me the skill? I still don't have the skill. What the fuck? Hold the fuck up, bro. How do I... That's so weird. That is so weird. Dude. Okay, so it's working fine as of now. So what gave me the skill last run? Bro, I'm so baffled right now. I don't know what's going on. Generally speaking, though, usually that's not a thing, though. Like, I think it's just some weird thing with the code that's doing it, though. But, like, usually you're not running your code, and then random outputs are happening that didn't get, like, called out. Like, if you're... Generally speaking in code, if you get an output... It's because the output was called. It was expected to get an output. You don't just suddenly get an output in code. So that's why I'm so confused by this. And that's why this is particularly annoying on top of it. That's generally not how it works in code. Okay, so if I put on a new item... It's item tied. It's when you change gear. Anytime that you change equipment, you learn Snakebite for some reason. That's fucking odd, dude. So if I just move this skill and I move it into skill slots 13, let's just remove that skill entirely from the database. That actually doesn't make sense that we learn a skill. Because here's the thing. If you change an item, and how RPG Maker works, guys, if you change an item and then it gives you a skill, because you can actually do that, according to how the database works, you can actually do that. So if I go to weapons and I go to skill, I can do add skill. Which means that while you have that ability, or while you have that item equipped, you have the Snakebite ability with the short sword. Right? That should unlearn itself the moment that I take off the short sword, and that is not what just happened a minute ago. So there's some other function that is running right now. Again, I still think it's a custom script that is checking whenever that I change my gear and then automatically giving me that skill as a learn, like a permanent learn, which I have never heard of a single script doing that literally ever. Because there's no reason why you would want that feature. I can't imagine why that's a feature that you would want. So we're going to remove that entirely. We're going to put Snakebite there. And we're going to try this again. Except let me remove the unlearning of Snakebite here. Should have just picked the mercenary class, man. I wouldn't have this issue right now. Oh my god, I still have Snakebite, bro. Why? Why do I have Snakebite? It's not even in the same ID. Now this really doesn't make sense because it's not a learn skill because it's not calling from the ID. Bro, I have a headache. I genuinely have a headache, chat.
Oh no, not the headache.
I don't know who. I've never fucking seen this a day in my life. Honestly, in my entire time working on this project in RPG Maker MV, if there's anything that I've learned from this project this year, it's that I'm never fucking using RPG Maker MV for another project again. Honestly, I don't like this engine. There's a lot of really weird things that just happen for no goddamn reason. We still don't have a functioning, just as a note, by the way, guys, we still don't have a functioning animation despite the actual code that I have under the weapon being perfectly accurate. The weapon image text right here, that tag. Despite everything being fine in the tag and in the database, we still do not have a weapon animation for anything beyond the first page of animations for some reason. And I have never troubleshooted that because it's just not something I can fucking troubleshoot. I don't even know how I can troubleshoot it, honestly. But, like, watch. If I start out with a rifle here with the player on the night class, right? I guarantee you I won't have an ability. Which, by the way, we have Snakebite again. I bet she has Snakebite, too. Everybody just has the Snakebite ability. Yeah, we don't have an animation right there. You notice how we just stood still? That's been an ongoing issue for a while that I don't know how to troubleshoot for no particular reason. I think just the Yanfly engine for scripts is just bugging. honestly. What could be causing this? Exactly. Is there like class change core, class change? No, nothing in there that I see. We'll look in weapon unleash. Nah, weapon animation. Nah, it wouldn't be under that. There's nothing of that that would modify anything. Maybe party system. I'm thinking that maybe there's like a universal skill option that's set up somewhere. But then again, no, because that would be... That wouldn't make sense because... I thought that I knew what was going on until I moved Snakebite to like skill 13. The moment that I removed this skill, what if I delete it from the database completely? What if I remove Snakebite completely from the database? What happens then? Okay, we don't have the skill anymore. So thank God we don't have the skill anymore. It's not something weird like it's tied to the icon, is it? Okay. We don't have the skill. Now, here's the funny thing. If I swap back to the original icon that it had, do I suddenly get Snakebite in my inventory? No, the skill just doesn't exist, chat. The skill is gone now. Now it behaves properly. What the fuck? Bro, I didn't even change anything about the skill. This was copied, this was cut and then pasted back into the database. I shit you not, I changed nothing about the actual skill. This is the same skill that was in there earlier. Bro, what the fuck? That is so fucking weird. And then let's just make 100% sure here. No, it just behaves now, chat. It just behaves now. We just wasted the last half an hour for a random bug that randomly decided to plague my existence for 30 minutes for no reason. And then it just disappeared like a fart in the wind. Brother, please! What the fuck just happened? Also, Dizzy. Oh my god, holy shit. How are you? Guys, there's a Dizzy Ember in my chat right now. Hello. Yeah, I'm losing my fucking mind trying to code my RPG right now. I don't really know what more to say right now. We've just been trying to troubleshoot bugs. The other thing I need to do, too, is... oh, hey, the mini-boss is here. Fuck yeah. We're not going to fight it, though. Yeah, I have no words for anything that just happened over the last 5 minutes, guys. I really don't. Dizzy, are you live right now? You know, I never did this for everybody that was in earlier though, but y'all know May, that's for damn sure. I don't know if you guys know Dizzy though. Dizzy is funny sleep paralysis demon that fucking plays honestly a lot of Dead by Daylight. I don't know what else other than Dead by Daylight. That's kind of like your main game. Yeah, we don't have that skill anymore. I don't know what that was all about. I mean, understandable. I'm kind of the king when it comes to lurking. We're just gonna whip a knife at it. Yeah, I'm the uncrowned king at lurking in people's chats. And True, you have been playing Tarkov lately. That is true. I totally forgot about that one. How has Tarkov been going? I actually never really asked. Have you been playing the PvE mode, or...? This is gonna hurt. But yeah, I know that you've definitely been playing, but has it been the PvE mode, or have you guys been playing, like, legit Tarkov? Yeah, I haven't touched that fucking game in so long. I mean, I say that, but I literally was just playing Tarkov SPT yesterday, but I don't know how much anybody considers SPT to be the same as Tarkov. I genuinely feel like they're just two entirely different games. Oh, hello, Chi. I don't know why it said Chi followed me 5 minutes ago and then it popped up right now, though. That's an odd one. Also, are my alerts not working? Hold on. This is such a shit show right now for, like, so many different things. Bro, there's so much scuff for this stream. It's not even... It's unreal, honestly. Alert bugs. I was playing Subnautica. I love Subnautica. It is all of my nope, but I love Subnautica.
Lie, honey.
I love it, and you know I love it, though. Streamlabs, please.
Recently, huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Mostly because I fell out of it. Silent Hill 2, Elden Ring, but PC die. That is... Unfortunately. Want to touch PvP. I mean, honestly, yeah, your best bit. You probably already have people telling you this as it is anyway, though. But that would be the best time to touch PvE as a newer player. Is definitely on wipe. You at least get the first day wipe experience on Tarkov, right? You get the one day where everybody starts off on the same footing before everybody else has everything in the world except for you. You at least get the one day where everybody just kinda, they give you the nice pat on the head and the, yes, this is the new Tarkov experience before you get fisted in 12 hours. So. RPG Maker is going more well than it was a minute ago. Subnautica 2, baby. Did I give you better... Hold up, lady. Okay. I mean, we're pretty much good on the testing phase for that right there. God, that's fucking sucked, dude. I don't even have time to really add much else onto this before we move over to fucking the whole coaching thing that I had set up for fucking Strenova now. Because I spent so much time trying to figure out why everybody was learning a random skill. I don't get it, dude. I don't even understand what happened. I'm so fucking confused. I need to start this over again and then play as Mercenary really quickly and then see if this now, like, occurs after I pick Mercenary. Because, like, I'm actually genuinely skeptical. I'm actually genuinely skeptical now. I also gotta reset this up to learn Snakebite again. So. Enjoy your lurk, Dizzy. Appreciate you dropping by, my friend. Chi, how are you doing?
Thanks, Dizzy. Bye.
Yeah. Just for anybody who is unaware, too, why that was, like, kind of like a fun moment for me as well, too. I have been following Dizzy for, like, a fucking year to 2 years at this point. Like, that woman has been in my follows for a long fucking time. Dizzy is chill as fuck. Oh, we're back to the snakebite glitch, guys. We're back to the snakebite glitch. Let's go. That's so fucked up, dude. That's so fucked up. So, all right, if I unlearn it for Mercenary, is that what's triggering him? I knew something, like, just didn't make sense there. There's no way that just went away like that. So if I pick Mercenary again, it's not there. And now, because I picked Mercenary and there's no Snakebite skill, does that mean that nobody else has it now? That is exactly what's triggering it, dude. Why? Why, though? If I change it to level 2... Okay, let's try something very random and weird that might not make sense to a lot of people, but like if I change it to a level 2 skill, does that fix the problem? Is it because it's like a skill on first level and the game doesn't know how to like differentiate that for some reason because you change? But that's the thing, you don't start off on Mercenary, so like that's why I'm like, I don't think that that's the case. Alright, now we pick Knight. I mean, this is a learning experience for everybody right now as far as I'm concerned. This is so wild. I'm probably going to want to stream this game again, or stream RPG Maker again before the end of the week, by the way, guys. I genuinely mean that, too. This isn't me just, like, fucking bullshitting right now. Yeah, I am gonna go minus 10 dB on the on this. You're right, I do need to re-equip the weapon. Arming sword is the way to go anyway. We still don't have the skill though. So we got sedatives, baby. Hell yeah. Fucking sedate me. Is there an auto attack? Hold on. Do I have auto? No, I don't. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Ghost. Ugh. I'm gonna also check something real quick. I cannot see a log. That I would probably want to put a script in for. Okay, we learned guard. We don't have snake bite though. Yeah, I think it's just specifically because of that level 1 skill. Wait. Wait. I know the problem. Chad, I know the problem. I know what the issue is. I know the problem. I know what the issue is. So, you know what it is, chat? You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. You know what it is? Every skill that you have unlocked for all classes, for some fucking reason, gets transferred over to your current class with the with the class change engine. That's what it is. That is it. That's what the fucking thing is. I don't know if there's a way to disable it though. So, we might not be able to use the class change engine. That's what's going on. Like, I guarantee you that's what it is. I don't think that it's a glitch at all. I think it is completely intended. That is a ball ache. Oh, that's so obnoxious, dude. I don't even know why it would behave that way, because it didn't behave that way in VX Ace, dude. Oh, wait, no, I know why. Actually, it did behave that way. Actually, it did behave that way, guys. So, I remember distinctly in VX Ace, so here's the thing. Let's open up my old project. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So if we go RPG Maker, projects, basic RPG game, boom. All right, so I'm ready to ready to get your minds fucking blown. I'm gonna blow your fucking minds. You ready? So, oh my god, we don't have a dark mode on this. Hold on, can I change it to a dark mode? Please tell me there's a dark mode. Chat, there's no dark mode. Oh god. Anyway, I guess I can't change it into a dark mode. That's obnoxious. Anyway, so if we go over here and we go to skills for all the classes and whatnot. So every character in this game had 2 different classes. They have 2 subclasses they use, right? So the main character, Kane, has Bladesman and Enforcer. Sorry, Enforcer. Here's the thing, though. If we go over to Bladesman, there is a skill in here. You can't see it because it's in the notes section. Where is it? Where is it? Sharpen. Anything that I had that was part of the skill type, it's not in there, actually, for the same one. So it's a swordplay one. Is there a special in here? Anything that's part of the special was always used from both classes, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, so target leg special, this can be used by both classes. So the moment that you use Vela's ranger class and you unlock target leg, then you can also use it on the survivalist class. Same with hunker down on survivalist and pilfer and flee and all of these other abilities, right? Survivalist has a bunch of overlapping abilities that you can learn on ranger. So I remember I needed to make a skill type, so I had to make a skill tree to classify it under for every fucking class in the game, which was a ball ache. So actually, that is entirely how this works. Because when you learn a skill with a particular character, it goes under your special. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing I forgot about. We're going to need to fix that later. Shit. I mean, I'll keep it for now, and then we'll just add them to their own categories later. The point of the matter, to make this really long-winded explanation a little easier for you guys, is that the script is operating as intended. That is all. Now, it's 20 minutes before 7, and we have fucking all to really add into what we're doing here, if I'm going to be honest with you. So, yeah. That's really all that I have to say there. I don't think there's really anything else that I can add here, though, from all of that shit. So I think we're just going to playtest all the shit that I have set up right now and make sure that things work in the meantime. Because I got nothing else for you there. I don't. I got to kill another, like, 20 minutes until 7 o'clock as it is anyway, and I can't really add anything else. Like, I don't have time, because if I start to add something and I half-ass it, I'm going to obsess about it. We wasted all of our time troubleshooting a not issue. You know, that's the other thing, too. These slimes are... am I getting defense when I level up, though? Hold on, that might also be it, too. Am I getting defense when I level up? I am. Enemies, slime, and it uses attack in the 1 slot. Attack is a ×4, so that would be about 4 less damage per level. Because they were doing 4s before. Yeah, you're right, I have a half hour. So RPG Maker is... Honestly, I love it. It kind of lets you make stuff that's very similar to, like, the old Pokemon games, but it has, like, a very... This is like the map maker that you see on the left right here. So you can go through like all of these different maps that I've made and all of that jazz. It is an addressed map maker, which means that everything takes up its individual slot or address on the map, and then you can add these events. So up at the top, there are several different options where I can paint like that right there, which is just all aesthetic stuff. And then you have the event maker, where if you double click on the map, then you can make an event, which has all of these different options for different things that you can do for coding for it, right? That's how you can do stuff like transfers, like this right here, which is part of the, what is it under? That is, I think, transfer player in second. Yeah, transfer player, and then you can move them to whatever map that you want and what direction that they're facing. And then I also like to play a sound effect with it as well. So whenever that you move to a different area. So that's how you move to a map. So you do that kind of stuff. And then you're just kind of walking around Otherwise, then you can define like battles where you go into your database and you can add enemies. Those enemies get added into a troop like this. And then whenever that you call a battle, you would be calling up one of these different troops to do so. And you can call up battles in two different ways. There's region making, where you can do this and then paint an entire region of 44 like that, for example, over the map. And then in the map maker for the hub, you can just put in encounters that are specified by region IDs. So if I wanted to fight the first boss of the game, or fuck it, the Lamia boss right here, I could do so. I'm not going to, but, you know, those are different options that you do. And that's just kind of how you have the RPG Maker engine work, for the most part, on things that you can do. And there's also a lot of scripts that you can add in. I have all of these custom scripts in here that somebody else wrote. So that's how I have extra functionality on here that you wouldn't see in vanilla RPG Maker MV. I think it's a fucking phenomenal engine. It's great to look up tutorials on it, especially on YouTube. A lot of people make custom tutorials. I have years of working with this engine under my belt at this point for just personal projects, so that's why I just kind of wade through it like it's nothing. But I think it's a great first engine if you're going to get into game making and you don't necessarily want to hard code everything. I mean, you code more or less, but it's mostly you're grabbing things like this fade out screen, and then it's like mostly just keywords, and then you're organizing how it works from that point, right? So code exists, it's just not written by you, per se. We're going to go with the grill. I say this is a roguelike game, though, but, like, really the only thing that you lose are, like, the tier 1 gear that you have in the game and any consumables that you have. I'm gonna get that item first. You know what I also haven't seen in a very long time is one of the shrines pop up. Oh, hell yeah, crit. Oh boy, 25% magic evasion for the not magic that I don't have to worry about. Yeah, I fucking love this engine. It's great. We should probably just leave, actually, because that's definitely... I mean, we can die. Not like it fucking matters. Just gonna turn the BGM off, though. And now let's get Marsha in the party. I have the cancel option set default to give a gift. I need to fix that. Yeah, I need to fix that. Did Marsha actually start out with a weapon? Hold on. God damn it, she should. Oh well. Oh well. I'll deal with it. Oh look, we have a mini boss. But yeah, I need to make it now so that the game makes you have to kind of like cash those tickets in unless you go back to the main hub. Because like, because I picked up this weapon ticket right here, right? I have a script that's going to immediately run as soon as we're out of here, and it's going to turn that into a weapon from the pool of weapons that can drop from this area. Probably giving me a sword, honestly. Yeah. Which is fine because Marsha can use swords. So I'm actually going to give that to me, because that'll do more damage on me. And then what do you have for dex versus strength, actually? Oh yeah, your dex is way higher. So short sword literally is noticeably much better. And didn't I grab a... Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I picked up a shield. Yeah, alright, cool. She's up to snuff with defense, then. Now we don't even need to cast as much, and she can still do some pretty solid damage. She's also faster. Didn't realize that knight was so goddamn slow. A shock bomb? I can't remember if that's AoE or not. I'm pretty sure it's only grenades that are AoE. Yeah, bombs I think are like single target. Oh, alright. A knife. Unfortunately, still doesn't boost magic attack, so it's kind of a useless fucking item, honestly. She shouldn't have the guard ability, by the way. Just as a note, blocking is supposed to be something that is intrinsic to the knight, and she's supposed to only be able to have Shadow Meld as a way to deal with attacks. Which is basically a 50% off attack from magic and non-magical attacks. So, alrighty. We make new save now. And I am going to find somebody to throw you guys at. Give me a second here. I'm thinking probably Cat. It's been a hot minute since I have said hello to Cat. Good old Cat Be Cozy, who's playing some Minecraft. She is a good bean and a friend of mine. Yeah, I'm going to send you guys over at Cat. That's what we're going to do. So, you guys have a good one. I enjoyed the time that we had here for what it is. Unfortunately, we bumped into some hiccups on things that I needed to take care of there. Oh, Cat is away right now. Yeah, Cat is away right now, but that's okay. She'll be back. Looks like she was playing Minecraft last, so I'm still gonna throw you guys. Yep, I'm throwing you guys, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. But alrighty, guys. You have a good one. May, Sheba, I'll get back up with you guys shortly. And that is that. Have fun. Thank you for joining me. We'll be back doing this again at some point this week for sure. Probably going to be on Saturday, honestly. So take it easy.